So credit is a necessary function of our society to do anything. So you need to be able to have efficient access to credit, which is other people's money.
So if you practice in the pack and you make mistakes, then when you ask your teacher, what I do wrong here, she could tell you, and you go and take the test and you won't make those same stupid mistakes. So rehearse, plan, rehearse. And once you plan and once you rehearse, you're going to go out, and the next step is to take that step and take action.
But technically, since you have access to other people's money, wouldn't that put you in debt?
It does. It does put you in debt. But there's a such thing as good debt and bad debt. So, and that was actually a great question.
Hi, my name is Dina from the All Stars Money Program. The All Stars Money Program is a great program. It teaches you about things you wouldn't learn in school. Two of the things I learned is assets and investments. When I grew up, I want to be a business owner, and the program helped me understand like the things I have to go through to like have my business.
What's happening, everybody? This is DJ and Jax, and you're watching the amazing Dropping Dimes and Stats with DJ and Jax. And I think we are in EP 12, baby, and the greatest month on the planet, December. I love December. That's right, baby. I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count why I love December. Because first and foremost, it's the amazing birth of our Lord and Savior. Number 2, we celebrate the amazing Christmas season for all the entirety of Christmas. And then number 3, baby, it's my birthday. Don't get no better than that. You know what I mean, Jax? So what's going on, Jax? I know you got a lot of stuff to talk about over there, young man. So where do you want to start so we can get the show rocking? Because this is amazing December. I'm about to head out to the amazing DR for the next 5.5 days. I'm going to have myself a blast. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to put up my Christmas tree. And then I'm going to drink some eggnog. And I'm going to celebrate my birthday. And then I'm going to celebrate Christmas. So what's going on, Jax?
First thing I want to talk about is the game of the week, which was the Bengals and Bills.
The Bills versus the Bengals. And why would you say that was the game of the week?
It was the most high scoring. It had the best plays and probably had the best defensive play of the week.
And what play was that?
So it's a play action pass. Bengals have the ball. Joe Burrow tries to throw it to Jamar Chase. Christian Benford jumps up like a good.
Don't exaggerate. Don't exaggerate.
I mean, he got really up there.
Don't exaggerate, because I watched that game, and this is the game where Joe Burrows threw 2 interceptions back to back on 2 back-to-back plays. Is that the game you're talking about?
Yeah, that wasn't his fault. Both of them weren't.
Is that the game where you're talking about where Joe Burrows was lazy and threw it lazy up in the air with nothing on it, and that was an easy pick six? Easy pick six. That was no tremendous sky play by the DB. That was a lazy, I'm just going to toss up a layup instead of putting something a little bit on it like he always does. And yeah, I would give him credit for breaking the tackle from Jamar Chase, but I'm not giving him credit for intercepting that lazy pass, because my grandmother could have picked that off.
No.
Yes. But go ahead. You know, you youngsters always
in the snow too.
You youngsters, you know what they say? In the snow, you throw. Put up big numbers in the snow, because the defense don't know where you're going, and it's easier to throw the ball. Now, if it's rain and snow, that's different. But if it's just snow, it has no effect on your throwing, buddy. You put up big numbers. But you're only 12 years old, and you haven't seen many games in the snow. So go right ahead and tell me about your game of the week.
So, yeah, it was the most high scoring. The Bengals, they had a chance to get a defensive stop, but they still have the worst defense in the NFL. So of course they didn't get the stop, and the Bills came out with the win. And the Bills and Pats, they play this week. I still think the Patriots are gonna win the division, even if the Bills do win, which I don't. Well, actually, I do think the Bills are gonna win this week.
Okay.
But
After Joe
either
Burrows gave them the victory, would you agree that the Bengals should have won that game going away?
yes, they were up like I
Yeah.
think like 28-18, or like
Yeah. And he still had a
7 minutes.
chance to win the game when he bumbled the play. Then he came right back and bumbled again.
But also, T. Higgins had a great catch.
Oh, now that was a catch. The one-handed catch by T. Higgins. Now that was a catch. Now that's what you should be talking about. You shouldn't be talking about that layup that Joe Burrows gave. I don't know if he was point shaving or what.
I mean, what was a better play than that on defense this week?
What was a better play than that on defense this week?
Yes. Then the interception by Carson Benford.
Oh my goodness. What was a
Exactly.
better play on defense this week? Well, I would say for the simple fact that Philadelphia just imploded. Just that simple. If you want to call a great play, you can call the play that Jalen Hurts throws a pick, gets a fumble, and fumbles it again. Now that was a great play. Whoever seen a quarterback make 2 turnovers in one play? Have you seen that before?
Hey, you remember when you were bashing Sam Darnold when he threw 4 picks? He didn't also have 2 fumbles to go with it. And that's what Jalen Hurts
Here we
did.
go. You want to get on the Sam Darnold bandwagon. Now, let's not change the topic. Here's the deal. Jalen Hurts is a winner. Proven. Jalen Hurts been to how many Super Bowls, young man?
With a super team.
How many Super Bowls has Jalen Hurts been to?
With a super team.
Did he not outplay personally Mahomes twice in those 2 Super Bowls? Yes or no?
Not twice. Not twice.
No, he
outplayed
outplayed
them
him.
once.
Pull up the stats, young man. If he didn't fumble the ball in the first Super Bowl down the stretch when they were winning,
Exactly. Turnovers matter. Turnovers matter.
Well, you're trying to make a comparison to him to Sam Darnold, who has buffled the ball multiple times in his career. So Jalen Hurts does it one time. He's allowed to have a bad game. And they're still in the playoffs.
So Sam Darnold.
Well, Sam Darnold hasn't done anything. So tell me what playoff game Sam Darnold has won.
Oh, okay.
I
thought you said this year he hasn't done anything. But okay.
I'm listening. Go right ahead, young man. I'm listening. So before you start trying to bash Jalen Hurts, and he's a winner throughout his whole career.
Actually, name me one player that Sam Darnold has played with that was on his team on offense.
Oh my goodness! You know what?
On every team.
You know what? One thing I hate is when people make excuses. You know what? You know what?
I'm not making excuses.
They play with what they are given. So right now,
you said
you know what they all
stats.
are. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
Then when I try to do it, it's a problem. Like,
let me tell you this. You know how many players in the NFL? There's about 1,500 players in the NFL. And that represents the whole entire world. That's 8 billion people. So they're less than 1% of the best. So when you make it to that level, everybody playing beside you, in front of you, and behind you are the best of the best. So no matter who you line up with, don't make excuses. Period.
They're not good.
That's the problem with today's youth. We always got an excuse. Is he getting paid? Does he make over $5 million a year as a professional NFL quarterback? Yes or no?
Yes.
And he can't even hold his composure over some little weak play when he's getting paid $10, $12 million a year, and people got it tougher than that. Please, miss me with that. So let's go back over to the Seattle Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. Don't ever talk to me about, oh man, he don't have the arsenal and the players. They're all professional players. They're all getting paid millions of dollars.
So you're telling me A.J. Brown and Roman Wilson are equal? Or JSN and Roman
As
Wilson are equal.
professionals, yes. Pure and
As
simple.
players,
they're in the league. They're in the league. And when you're a professional, you're supposed to be able to catch, run, throw, tackle better than anybody on the planet because you are a
that's
1%er.
that's like
Make no
LeBron
excuse
and
about it.
and
So
the
when teams
nicest
say
intent of
that the
people.
worst team in the NFL can be beat by a college team, they're fooling
Yes.
themselves. No, never would happen. It'd be a blowout. Just like Washington just got waxed and put up 0. But you would tell me that Jaden Daniels ain't one of the top 5 quarterbacks prior to him getting hurt. But he showed up and he got on the field, so it don't matter if he's hurt. Right?
I don't know about it this year. I would put Matthew Stafford ahead of him now.
Sure. But let's go back to your topic, young man. Right here, I'm listening.
What else?
Talking about the best defensive
I guess we could talk about the Bears. Bears
Okay.
they were in a good game. But
They were in a good game. Is that the topic you want to talk about? Is that your way of, taking the liberal approach to making some comparisons because they lost?
I mean, was that not the second best game of the week?
Was that the second best game of the week?
Yes. It came down to a couple seconds left. Divisional game. Whoever won that is first in their division.
Depends on your perspective. They both are going to make the playoffs. The Philadelphia game was probably had more, playoff, opportunities for both teams when Philadelphia imploded.
Philly needs to win one more game to clinch their division.
But they're not just playing for the division; they're playing for seeding. As we well saw, what happened to them. Speaking of the Bears went from the number 1 seed to the number 7 seed. Did they not?
I know, but that's why I said when you said both teams are going to make the playoffs for the Bears, the Packers. I don't know about the Bears. Because like I said, they play the Lions one more time, they play the Bears one more time.
So
remember,
now you're going to go from.
See, you're not letting me explain myself. Let me explain.
Go ahead. So you're telling me that the Bears ain't making the playoffs now?
Look, I don't know. I can't read the future. But like I said,
so
the Lions.
How many teams are going to make the playoffs in the NFC? How many?
What?
How many teams are going to make the playoffs in the NFC North? Which is the Packers, the Bears, the Detroit Lions, and the Minnesota Vikings. How many teams in the NFC North making the playoffs?
NFC North is 2.
How many teams are making it? 2?
Yes.
Okay, so what 2 gonna make it besides the Bears?
Besides the Bears.
Yes. Yeah, so the Packers are gonna make it. And you're gonna tell me that the Detroit Lions are gonna catapult themselves ahead of the Bears.
Hope you know. They're basically like a half a game behind y'all because they have the tiebreaker. Then they're a game behind.
Here we go. Go ahead. I'm gonna start calling you Homer Simpson.
How? I don't even like the Lions.
Okay, so give me your perspective on why the Bears ain't gonna make the playoffs now after they were just the 1 seed. Now they're the 7 seed.
Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead, stats. I'm listening.
If the Lions lose to the Rams, which I think they will, then the Bears will be in the playoffs.
Okay.
But that's
who are the Bears playing this week? All the Bears have to do is win 10 games there in the playoffs. That's one more game.
Because like I said, they have the tiebreaker over y'all.
Okay.
So
all right.
Y'all play the Browns, that's a win. Y'all play the Packers. I don't know if the Packers.
The Packers at home. Tell you what, we're gonna clean up the mistakes because Caleb Williams, again, he can't stay in the pocket, wide open. The guy underneath the zone coverage, wide open, could have walked into the end zone on that interception he threw. Also on that interception he threw, him, just like your boy, Joe Burrows, if he threw the ball up, put some air over it, that's a touchdown. Needless to say, Caleb Williams still has a problem that he doesn't stay in the pocket.
But look,
he doesn't make the regular reads. He's always trying to play hero ball. He's always doing too much. So he's never going to get the right play that requires just a basic play. Hey, man, check down the ball. Don't always trying to scramble out. And trust me, Brad Johnson hates that. That's his curse. So once he gets able to stop doing that, he showed you tremendous arm talent. He showed you tremendous Houdiniism. But guess what? That's live by the sword, die by the sword. That's not going to win any big games. He threw a dot in between that play that should have been intercepted in the end zone, the play before that Ezekiel caught. That was amazing. But you ain't doing that all the time. That's a once in a lifetime catch, because that's a pickoff play, and he keeps trying to play hero ball. If you go back and pause the actual play, the guy underneath, he's wide open because the defender has to choose to go after the guy in the end zone. Once he releases, Caleb is still running. All he got to do is stop, boom, hit him with the little dart. He walks right into the end zone. Bears win the game. Good game, yes. But am I going to trust Caleb down the stretch to make the right decision instead of trying to play hero ball? No, I'm not. Next year, he's going to mature. They're going to make it to the playoffs. They're going to lose. And then he's going to start looking at film and say, hey, I got to stop trying to run and juke and jab. I got to stand in this pocket and have some patience and read the plays. That's his problem.
It's so crazy. Like, you were just talking so highly on Caleb Williams. He has a decent game. He didn't have a bad game. It's just he had a bad decision in the biggest moment of the game. And
So
I do agree with you.
how many plays in that game did he run out of the
DJ
pocket
Moore.
prematurely? And he was able to overcome it
But
with
that's
his
what he does
athleticism.
best.
But that's not going to win championships in NFL, brother.
That's what he does best.
Is that how Jalen Hurts plays when he won his championship? No, he stays in the pocket. Sometimes they say he holds the ball too long. But guess what? I'd rather for him to keep his feet quiet and read his progressions. Caleb does this. He'll read one progression and it's off to the races because he's got a gun. He's got a gun. He's got probably the second, third best arm in the whole league. He's got a gun, but he's got happy feet. He's always, because that's, if you go back and look at where he played at Oklahoma when he played USC, he's always belling out of the pocket trying to play, football outside in the streets. How we played growing up, everybody's running and scrambling to make the big play. Sometimes you just got to take the 3-4 yard pass. Sometimes you just got to throw it away. He doesn't know how to do that. So yes, I applaud him last week. Yeah, he's getting better, but he's got to get better quicker. If you look at the progression of May over there at New England, bum last year, bum. This year, that kid stays in the pocket, he reads his progressions, and he's not in a rush to scramble. You got to run to throw. And you got to have the ability to stay in the pocket and don't get so, nervous when your O-line is being pushed in front of you. Just step into the pocket. Step into the pocket. Throw that check dime to the tight end. I mean, your boy look good. Your tight end, what's your boy, Loveland? He looked good. I take my hat off to him. But back to you.
Yeah, so I do agree with what you say. When DJ Moore, he was open. Like, by the way, that was a horrible ball by Caleb Williams. That was super underthrown. But
that's my point.
But yeah, DJ Moore, he was open. But he kind of came out late because he had a block and release. But Caleb, that's still his fault.
Exactly. Because the defender, Jax, had to choose. Who do I go after? Do I stay with DJ or this dude wide open in the end zone? Do I go? And he said, hey, let me release. And Caleb was still on the run and he was still right in front of him. He didn't throw the ball till he got almost to the out of bounds, if you remember. DJ Moore is open for a good 5-10 seconds. Easy. If all he did was this, just pivot slightly, he could have just poof, right there. DJ Moore walks in unscathed. We both agree on that. Would you agree?
Yes.
We both agree terrible pass. Would you agree? He had it set up. The play before that, he didn't make a good decision to play before that to put him in fourth down. Would you agree on that?
Well, No, I think it was like a 3rd and long.
No, if I'm not
And
mistaken,
then
it was still fourth. It was 3rd and 2, and he could have went for the first down. Sometimes these young quarterbacks, they so busy trying to make the big play, they don't make the right play. I mean, case in point, not big on Justin Herbert, but Justin Herbert, I think because his left hand was broken, he played a lot more under control when they beat Philadelphia because he made the right plays last night. I mean, not last night. That was Monday night, right? That was Monday night football. And guess what? As bad as Jalen Hurts played, that defense was lights out. How many times you see a team get 5 turnovers and they only get 6 points off of it? Have you seen that before? Philadelphia should have got blown out, but their defense came to play. The defense was balling.
teams was turning the ball over, really, but the Eagles were doing it way more at a higher rate. But
Absolutely.
also, I want to go through the Bears schedule and the Lions schedule.
Go ahead.
Um,
I know you're gonna try to get the Lions in the back door somehow. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're gonna owe me
okay.
dinner anyway when the Bears make the playoffs, but go ahead. I know you couldn't wait to come on this show when the Bears up here. I know it was hurting you to give us some praise last week. Immediately, oh, Bears they ain't making the playoffs now. So now they not
I
making.
mean, like,
Next thing I know, you tell me the Cowboys gonna make the playoffs.
that's not happening. So
I'm
y'all got the
listening.
Browns at wait, what's your record right now? Y'all are 9
Nine
and
and
4.
four. 9-4. 9-4 with 4 games left, and we're gonna win 2 of those, which we're gonna end up 11-6, and we will be in the playoffs. Because what you got to remember, both the Lions and the Packers got to come to Chicago, brother. All Bucks. We still
Okay,
control our
okay.
destiny. We still control our destiny. We beat the Packers and we beat the Lions. We locked down the NFC North. And if Seattle loses, which is possible, we'll still be back at the first
No,
seed.
no, we're not losing. No.
Okay.
Two. Who we lose to?
Okay. Yep.
We play
Who
Niners.
what was the upset of the weekend? Who just beat somebody that should never had lost? The Aints. Did the Aints not just beat somebody?
Oh yeah.
Did the
They
Aints
beat the
not just beat
Bucks.
somebody? A playoff Baker Mayfield team?
No, they're not. I don't see them make the playoffs. I think the Panthers
The
gonna get them.
overrated Baker Mayfield? I mean, the Aints out of anybody beat them. Did they not? So as I said, any given Sunday, Jax, any pro can beat any pro. Because there's no way on this planet that Aints should have won any games, yet alone that game. Would you agree? But they all get paid to play, Jax, and they have something called pride. That win could have saved somebody's job. But go ahead. I'm listening to you
Yeah.
with your Minnesota Timberwolves sweatshirt on.
No. Mavs.
Oh, that's the Mavs. Oh, even worse.
Cooper Fly's gonna get better. Kyrie's gonna come back. It's all right. We're gonna be first
Go
round exits. We're gonna be first round
go
exits.
ahead. Give me your version of trying to sneak Detroit in.
Okay, so yeah, y'all play 4 more games.
Yes. How many we have at home?
There's one game. Y'all have 3 at home.
3. We have 3 games at home. So you don't think
Mhm.
we're gonna win 2 out of 3 games at home?
Yeah. Well, let's see.
So
Let's see.
that's 11 victories right there. That's playoffs. You
Let's
just
see.
proved my point.
We'll see. We'll see. Y'all play the Browns. That's your only free win for the rest of the schedule. Do y'all play the Packers? Which I think y'all might lose that.
Okay, so
I just feel like the
did we
Packers
just
have
not
y'all.
play the Packers and had the Packers beat in Lambeau Field? Did we not?
I mean, you had them beat, but y'all
Did
didn't
we
beat
not?
them. So I guess
You
it
don't
don't count.
think that that's up on
It's
the
still a
board
it's
is the
still a
game
L
that
in
they
the
are
record, is
working
it
for?
not? Still a L in the record, is it not?
Okay. Hey man, that's in the past. I'm talking
Then
about the future.
Okay, and I am too. Now let me go through the games from the future.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Then y'all play the Niners
Uh-huh.
and San Fran on Sunday Night
Did the
Football.
Niners just lose? Did they lose too?
No, I think they had a bye week this week.
They had a bye week? They're coming off a loss, though, aren't they? Aren't the Niners coming off a loss?
Nope. The last time they lost, I think it was against the Bucks.
All right. I'm
And that was
listening
like
to
a
you.
minute ago.
Go ahead.
Then y'all got the Lions on the last game of the season. I see.
And where
I
are
don't
we
know.
playing at?
In Chicago.
Where are we playing at?
But guess what?
What?
Guess what the Lions did to y'all last year in Chicago as well.
Oh, my goodness. My man, let me tell you something. I don't look in the rearview mirror. I look out the front of the windshield.
Watch. Just watch.
Oh, my goodness.
Just watch.
I tell you what these youngsters. Go right ahead, youngster.
If the Lions beat the Rams, which I don't see happening, if the Lions do beat the Rams,
Man, you got a
I
lot
think
of
the
ifs.
Lions,
If
they're
coulda,
gonna
shoulda,
be
woulda.
some.
And your grandmother ever tell you about if it coulda, shoulda, woulda?
If the Bears make the playoffs, if they make the playoffs.
All right, go ahead. So what's the Lions schedule? They who are the Lions
Let's
playing?
go to the Lions schedule.
They playing the Rams in LA, right?
They play the Rams in LA.
Woo! That's an L.
They played the Steelers at home. They play the Vikings in Minnesota.
That's an
Then
L.
they got no.
That's two L's right there. So it looks to me that the Lions gonna lose 3 out of 4 down the stretch.
Wait.
Well, no.
Wait.
I'm trying to back it up now. If you don't think that the Minnesota Vikings ain't gonna be playing for pride, there's a lot of jobs on the line, brother. Because one thing I will give you credit.
You think on Christmas Day, the Minnesota Vikings are beating the Lions?
And it's in Minnesota?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
That would be a yes.
No.
That would be a yes. Because guess what?
Way.
What's the guy's name? Kevin O'Connell? Is that his name? Now, this is where I give you credit. He is now saying, dang, should have given Sam Darnold that bag. Because with that team they got, without JJ Mabuffa, they would be in the playoff hunt.
No. Well, actually, yeah. Yeah, if they still have Sam Darnold, they'll be in the playoffs.
Yes. So guess what? Kevin might be playing for he might be coaching for his job, my friend.
No, I don't see that.
Really?
Last year they went 14-3 last year.
So let me give you a history lesson.
They're one of the
Marty
hardest divisions.
Schottenheimer. Look up who Marty Schottenheimer is.
Oh my God, I can't even.
Marty Schottenheimer used to be the coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. And one year they went like 14-2, and the year before that they went like 13-3, but they were one and done in the playoffs. They went 14-2. Matter of fact, maybe 15-1. They lost in the first round at home. They got rid of him immediately. Let me give you another history lesson, Jax. You ever heard of this guy named Collins, who used to coach the Bulls before Phil Jackson? Same Bulls team, but he couldn't get them to the next level, and they got rid of him. See, sometimes coaches can get teams only this far winning, but they're not winning the games they're supposed to win, so good management gets rid of them. Because that window is gone, and guess what? They realize J.J. McCarthy is not the franchise quarterback. Would you agree?
I don't know. First year, we got to see. Hey, look. What happened with Bryce Young? What happened with Caleb Williams?
Wait a minute. Okay,
what happened with Drake May?
We're going to hold up. Bryce Young was what? Number 1 overall pick. Caleb Williams, what? Number 1 overall pick. So if we would line them 3 cats up together in talent, in numbers, in college, J.J. McCarthy ain't even in the conversation. Let's not get it twisted.
This is his rookie year, basically. Last year he didn't play. This is basically his rookie year. He should have
never been drafted where he was drafted because he was overrated. Look at his stats at Michigan. Did he ever have a 300-yard passing game in Michigan?
Yes, he had a 300-yard games in the national championship.
Really? Okay.
And against Alabama in the Rose Bowl.
He had a 300-yard passing game against Alabama in the Rose Bowl.
Yes, because we couldn't run the ball that game.
Okay, might have been only 2 in his college career. But anyway, go ahead, young man.
He
Go
also
ahead.
did against
Let's get over this
OSU
delusion.
as well.
Let's get over this delusion of Detroit jumping over the Bears into the playoffs, and then we can get on to the rest of the conversation.
So I see the Bears. They ought to play the Packers, Niners, Lions, and Browns.
Mm-hmm. And all we got to do is win 2 out of 4. I'm saying we're going 2 out of 4. 2 out of 4, we're in the playoffs. Who's got the tougher schedule? Detroit's got who? The Niners? The Bears?
No, y'all have the
Minnesota.
Niners.
You're talking about divisional games, brother. The records don't matter when you're playing in your division. Would you agree? Would you agree? Do Cincinnati always come with it against the Steelers and the Ravens, even though they haven't made the playoffs the last 3 years? Yes or no?
I mean, but the Bengals are a good team.
Okay.
It's just their quarterback is always hurt.
You discount divisional rivalries based on records.
No.
Okay.
I never said that.
And here's another argument for you. How important is it for Michigan and Ohio State to beat each other, regardless if they win a championship or not? Do they not lose jobs if they don't win that big game, regardless if they win the conference or go to the playoffs? Yes or no? That is the game, is it not? Is it not? It does not matter what their records are. They better beat Ohio State. Ohio State better beat Michigan. Yes or no? That's a requirement for that job. Is that not correct? Same thing in this division, Jax. It's called the Blue Division for a reason, because they get down and dirty and they come at it. You're talking about teams that have been playing each other for hundreds of years, brother. So Minnesota is not going to let Detroit walk in there on Christmas Day and Detroit have a chance to go to the playoffs and not have their playoff game that game. That game is Minnesota's playoff game. Do you realize that? How great of a feeling is you beat your number one competition so they can't make the playoffs and they be going home with you. Now you know that. Maybe you haven't had no competitive rivalries in basketball at your young age. But dude, where I come from, that's the one. Oh man, they got a chance to go to the playoffs and we already out. Man, we putting everything into that game. Yes or no?
Yeah, well, the Vikings can do anything they want. They're not beating the Detroit Lions on Christmas Day.
The same Detroit Lions who lost at home on their Turkey Day? The same Detroit Lions.
That's the same team that beat your team. So I don't know what's.
But wait a minute. Traditionally, who gets the 2 Turkey Bowl games out of the whole NFL before they start expanding it? It's Dallas and Detroit. Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
That's their preeminent game for them every year, and they didn't show up at home on Thanksgiving. But you think they're going to go away to Minnesota with everything on the line, and they're going to beat Minnesota on Christmas Day when Minnesota can prevent them from making the playoffs?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you not think the Lions are going to be fighting for something either? The Lions are still fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah, they're going to be desperate.
Exactly. So they're going to throw out all them punches.
And most likely, what's their record right now? 8-5?
8-5.
Most likely, when they get there, bro, they're going to be they're gonna be 8-8.
No, bro. What are you talking about? You see them losing to the Steelers.
Hey, did I think the Steelers were going to beat the Ravens at home? No. I did not. I
did, though.
I thought you could stick a fork in the Steelers. So you thought the Steelers were going to beat the Ravens at home at the Ravens. Get out of here. You didn't think that.
I mean, did I not say that last time?
You said the Steelers were going to beat the Ravens at home last week.
Yes, I said I trust their defense more. And I think it's going to be
we'll pull up the tape. I don't recall that.
And I think, like, what is their division? AFC North? Steelers, Ravens, Bengals?
No, they're not the AFC North.
What
AFC
are they?
North
They're not the
is
West.
Buffalo and New England, aren't they?
No, that's the East.
That's the East?
Yes.
Let's look it up real quickly. But you telling me that you picked the Steelers on the road against the Ravens. No way.
Yes.
No way, brother. No way. No way. Yeah, you're right. Yep, that's the North. All right. That's the North.
I said it last time. AFC North games always come down to who can force the most turnovers and who plays the best defense. It don't matter about offense. Because last year the Steelers kicked like 7 field goals and won.
Yeah, it was
Because of their
embarrassing.
defense.
It was embarrassing.
That's like the same thing with who did that? That's like the same thing with the Texans. Texans don't got to score a lot of points. Sometimes their defense scores more points than the offense does.
Hey, man. We're talking
And they
about a
still win
defense.
games.
You want to talk about a defense? The game was the Texans putting it on to Kansas City. That was the game. In Kansas City. That was the game of the week, young man.
No, what?
What?
That
How many
was
turnovers did
not a boring
Mahomes
game.
have? He had 3 INTs.
Okay. Oh look, now you got to
And
do
they
that same
sacked him
thing for
several
Jalen
times
Hurts.
in Arrowhead. You know how hard
Do
it
that
is to
same
win in
thing for Jalen
Arrowhead?
Hurts. Do that same thing for Jalen Hurts.
Oh, no.
You have to talk about Jalen Hurts.
Texans had a lights out defensive plan and they held them to 10 points. Was it 10 points? First time ever in his career. First time ever in his career he had 3 INTs and a fumble ever in his career, brother. They just sent him home. That's the best victory of the weekend was the Texans against the Chiefs, my brother.
No, it's the Packers over the Bears because the Bears are now first in their division. I mean, the Packers are now first in their division. Bro, that's...
Okay, do you know what the Packers' record has been against the Bears over the last 10 years? They're like 56-13 against the Bears. They have been wearing us out.
Okay, but since y'all are
do you know what the record was for the Texans to beat Kansas City? They had no victories in Kansas City.
Since y'all are just this great team, I mean, y'all should beat them, right?
Look, man, you're going to be a haterade of the Bears until your team is sitting on the sideline. So get on out so we can get on to the next topic. Every time this come up, that you want to hang around and talk about the Bears, talk about Detroit, talk about Seattle. Hey man, I'm looking for somebody to be unbiased. Last week, I knew there was something wrong with you. I knew you were sick last week. I knew you were sick because you had too many good things to say. You're back to being Jax now. Jax is back. He's back, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I don't even get to fully explain.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Jax. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, it's too late. It's too late.
No. Go ahead. I'm listening.
It's too late. Since you think your team is just this great team, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, do you hear him? Did I say the Bears were a great team? I said the Bears going to win and make it to the playoffs and be one and done. Listen to what I just said. The Bears are going to make it to the playoffs and be one and done. Does that have anything to do with great?
You think the Bears are going to win a playoff game? I don't see them winning a playoff.
One and done means they're going to make it to the playoffs and lose. That's what one and done means.
One and done means winning the game.
Means you get one game and you're done.
Oh my gosh, no.
Young man, one and done means you play one game and you're done. That means they're not moving forward.
The Bears are first round exit.
The audacity of a 12-year-old going to try to tell me what one and done means.
The Bears are first round exit.
Okay, so tell me this. What is a one-hit wonder in the music business? What does that mean?
You only had one good song.
Thank you very much. So in the playoffs, it's one and done means you make it one game and you're done. Next, go right ahead.
That's not what it means, bro. It's not what it means. One and done is when you win a game, and then you're done. Like,
just listen to what you said. Win. If it's one and done, you don't play again. So how you gonna win one? That'll be 2. Jax, if you win one and you play another one, how many games is that?
Oh my God.
How
Bro,
many games is that? That's
you are
2.
not.
So it would be 2 and done. Go ahead, Jax. Go ahead. I'm letting you talk the rest of the show. It's December. It's a great day, and Jax he's delusional, but it's a great day. We're blowing out everything. We're going to give you a master training, 3-hour course, 2 consultations. We're going to teach you how to build credit up to $100,000 interest-free for 18 months. Pay off your home in 7 to 10 years. And most importantly, create $8,333 a month in passive income. It's a $997 course. You get it all today for $97. Hit that link and beat me to the master training.
Oh my goodness.
I'm listening.
Hold on. I don't care about the Seahawks no more. Michigan has just fired Sherrone Moore.
What did I just say? What did I just say? Stop the press. What did I just say? Did I say if you won't win the game? Did I just say that?
Let's
What did I say? Jax, what did I just say 5 minutes ago?
Let's go.
Tell me what I just said 5 minutes ago.
Oh, what did I say 2 episodes ago? I told you Sherrone Moore needed to be fired. And look what happened. He's fired before our bowl game.
Guess what? You know what? That is wrong. He deserved to come back next year.
No.
You know why? Because they played above 5. What was their record?
I mean, tell you what.
What was the record?
I mean, he lost to every ranked team we've played.
They beat Ohio State. They're in the playoffs. Yes or no?
Yes, but we lost.
Okay,
and not
so
only did we lost.
How many years did he coach the team? 2.
2.
You give him 2 years, and you don't let his recruits come in and play. Man, that's bad business, man. That's bad business. They threw him under the bus. Is he a great coach? No. But did he deserve another year? Absolutely.
We need great coaches at Michigan. We don't need Sherrone Moore.
Man.
We don't need Sherrone Moore.
Hating on your fellow brother?
No, get him out. We don't need him. You lose to OSU, you're done. You don't win a playoff game, you're done. Last year we went 7-5. This year we go 9-3 and lose to every single
Wait a
minute.
Well, hold. Stop the press. So his first year, they went 7-5.
Correct.
His second year, they improved by 2 games to go 9-3. How many teams right now 9-3 in the playoffs? In the 12-round playoffs with 3 losses? Alabama.
But guess what? Bama beat Georgia. We couldn't even beat USC. We couldn't beat Oklahoma, and we couldn't beat OSU. That's why he's fired.
But they're 9-5, and you're firing the guy.
He only beats teams like Central Michigan. Wow. We don't need him.
Okay. So when the guy comes in next year and puts up 8-4, 9-5, and y'all applauding him, I want you to write a letter to Sherrone Moore and apologize to him. Because there's no way he should be fired for 9-5.
No.
How many games did Jim Harbaugh win his first year at Michigan? Look it up. How many games did he win? His name carried him to allow himself to get a whole recruiting class and turn the program around. And Sherrone has improved 2 more games this year, and he gets tossed out the door. That's crazy, man.
Jim Harbaugh in his first year at Michigan in 2015 led the team to 10-3.
10-3. One game
And he
better.
won a bowl game
One game better.
in his first year.
One game better. One game better.
That's in his first year. He won more games than Sherrone Moore did in his second year. With probably better players.
Say that again? What did you say? The key word was better players. Better players. Yes or no?
No, Sherrone Moore lost with better players. He is done. He didn't even let Bryce Underwood throw the ball.
You know what Jim Harbaugh's bowl record is as a coach? 4-7. 4-7.
But guess what? Guess what? Did he not win the games that matter?
Did he?
Yes.
How many
won the
games
national
did he? How many
championship.
games
He
did he
won the
lose?
Rose Bowl.
How many games did he lose to Ohio State?
Who?
Jim Harbaugh.
I think like 2015.
Jim Harbaugh in his
I think
first
6.
year, Jim
I think he went
Harbaugh
3 or 6.
Jim Harbaugh went 6-2 in 2020.
So
No,
I think
he actually went 2-4, buddy. His first campaign, 2-4.
His first season
2020,
coaching Michigan.
2019, he went 9-4. Yeah, his first season, 10-3, 10-3. Year number 3, 8-5. Oh, what was that? Year number 3, 8-5. Did he get fired? No. Year number 5, 9-4. Did he get fired? No. So
That's because the standard is
throw
winning.
Sherrone under the bus like that?
Because he's not a good coach.
Oh,
What has he won? Tell me what he has won.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
What did Rich Rodriguez win at Michigan?
I don't even know him. If I'm being honest with you, I don't even know who that is.
Oh, I thought you were a Michigan fan.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
So you don't study the game.
Hey, what you saying?
No. If
I
you
don't look at the past.
you're supposed to know the history of the game of the
I don't
team
look
that
at
you.
the past.
Oh,
I don't look at the past.
What? Is this the same guy that just told me about Detroit beating the Bears last year?
Look at the future. Well, look, that's what you told me.
You just became a hypocrite.
You told me to look to the future. Stop looking back. So that's what I'm doing.
So now you're gonna be selective.
That's what I'm doing now.
When it benefits you, you go.
Told me to look forward. I'm looking forward. Don't look back.
Okay.
But then when I don't look back, it's a problem. Like, what you want me to do?
You're supposed to know the history.
What you want me to do?
Your team, you're supposed to know the history.
I mean, like,
you don't
do y'all not know the history?
Rodriguez was?
No. Who is that? Some random white man. I don't know, and I don't care.
He was the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines.
I am not 80 years old.
He was the coach of the Wolverines. I bet you know who Bo Schembechler it was, don't you?
No.
You don't know who Bo Schembechler was?
No.
We need to stop the show, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I only know the 2000s coach, Jim Harbaugh, and Sherrone Moore. That's all I know, and I don't care.
All right. You cannot be wearing Go Blue.
I mean, I'm a more Michigan fan than you.
Well, rightfully so, because guess what? I'm not from Michigan. I'm from Chicago. Fighting Illini.
Okay.
But
who is that? Illinois?
Hey, Illinois has never had a great football team. Never. So I'm not on that bandwagon.
No, Illinois was good the year we won the Natty.
But anyway, let's get on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, you know you're watching Dropping Dimes and Stats with DJ and Jax. And today, Jax has reverted back into himself. Last week, he was somebody I didn't know because he was full of praise and he was full of accolades for my teams and everything. And I know it was eating him up inside. So this week, soon as he knew the Bears lost, He had to jump back down on the haterade. That's right.
I mean, stop losing games. Every time we lose a game, it's hate. So why can't I do the same thing?
Okay, so how is it hate
Every
if I'm
time
doing
Seahawks lose a game,
your job, Jax?
every time
Jax,
Seahawks lose a game,
have I not done
he's
your
seeing
job?
goals. He's seeing goals. He's turning into a pumpkin. He's turning into a pumpkin. But every time I say something about the Bears, it's
I don't even know why you bring the Bears
he's
up.
just hating.
Why
He's
you
just
bring the Bears?
hating.
Why do you bring the
Just
Bears up?
hating.
Why you bring
I
the
mean,
Bears up?
don't
Because
we
they
always talk
occupying so
about
much
your
real
team
estate in
before
your
we
mind.
talk about mine? Don't we always talk about your team before we
Did I
talk
bring the
about mine?
Detroit Lions up? No.
I mean, I'm not a Lions fan, so.
Did I bring up the Seattle Seahawks? No. Because
Go
I
ahead.
knew you were.
Yeah.
I knew
You
you
would have
were.
brought them up if they lost. You would
I
have
knew
brought
you
them up
were.
and they lost.
No.
But they didn't. They
Okay.
didn't. But y'all did. Y'all did. Not us. Not us.
All right. As we move along to the next topic in the NFL, what's the next topic that we can transition to another one?
Okay, now I can actually talk about the Seahawks. Because Jerome Moore just got fired. So that took away the whole part. The first two quarters, we looked horrible. Getting stopped on defense. Sam Darnold's getting stacked. O-line played horrible. I don't know why Anthony Bradford is still in the league. He's the worst lineman in the NFL. Going into halftime, I was actually kind of scared. It was 6-6. And then first play, kick return touchdown for Rashid Shaheed. He finally did something, and we're finally starting to use him. We gave up like a fourth and a fifth just to not use him for like 4 straight weeks. But now we're giving him more targets. He's starting to return punts now and kick returns. So, yeah. And then, of course, JSN had 2 touchdowns. Didn't have a lot of targets, but he had 7 targets, 7 catches, 91 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp got a touchdown. Sam Darnold had a pretty good game. He had an interception, but it got tipped at the line. Also, the reason why I got tipped at the line because Anthony Bradford, once again, worst lineman in the NFL. And yeah, we played a pretty good game. We got the Colts this week. Phillip Rivers, we are going to kill him. We should have 7 sacks at halftime. We need to make sure this is his last game of his career. He does not need to come back. He is 44 years old. He got at least like 15 kids. He need to go sit down on the couch with a cane and coffee. He is done. We are going to absolutely destroy him and make sure he does not come back for good. And the Texans are going to go over the Colts. Maybe they make the playoffs. I think they do, but maybe.
Is that everything? Are you happy now?
No, I want to say one more thing.
Go right ahead.
Anthony Bradford sucks. Get him off
You
the
said
team.
it like 4 or 5 times. I didn't know who he was. Now I know who he is.
Now I need to make it.
So
I need to say it one more time.
He's on your O-line. He's an O-line.
Yes.
What is he, a tackle,
Anthony
a center, or
Bradford
guard?
sucks. He's a guard. He is trash.
Okay. Hey,
Bro,
you know what?
I'd be careful.
I'd be careful bashing my offensive lineman when Sam Darnold turns back into a pumpkin.
I mean, he don't do nothing.
Okay. All right.
He don't do nothing.
All right.
And Phillip Rivers should get murdered.
With that said, the 2 biggest stories in the NFL, Phillip Rivers, Old Man Rivers, Crimea River, and your boy over there at the Browns, What's going on with your boy at the Browns?
Also, fire Kevin Stefanski. What was that 2-point call? What was that? That's one of the worst calls of the year.
Oh man. Yeah.
Shador Sanders had 364 yards.
That was a lot of stat stuffing though, brother, because they were
And they
behind.
lost.
So he had to do a lot of passing. So I can't applaud him for that. I applaud him for them 2 dimes he threw, but nah, his next game is against us. So
the Titans is a
we're gonna put the wood on him.
The Titans are mediocre, right? With their defense,
the Titans aren't even mediocre. They just straight trash.
The Titans
they
defense
they are a dumpster heap.
The Titans defense is like top 15 though. If you give the Titans defense to the Bengals would be at like 8-5, 9-4 record right now.
Okay.
Like the Titans defense is actually pretty good. They got a great pass rusher, got L'Jarius Sneed, which is a great quarterback. Cornerback. He's probably top 10. He is top 10 in the league. Maybe top 7. You can make that argument. Jeffrey Simmons, he needs to get traded. I feel so bad. He's so good and he's so underrated.
Well, I think Cam Ward got exposed because my man, whew, he might be worse than J.J. McCarthy. But they won. That's all that matters. They got the W.
A win.
They got the W. But I will say this. Here's my prediction for this upcoming week. Myles Garrett is going to break the sack record, and the Bears are going to win that game.
Wait. The sack record is 23.5?
22.5.
And what is he at? 20?
20. Yes. He will.
I don't think he's going to.
If Caleb is shuttling around like he does, Myles Garrett is going to lock him down.
No, I don't think he's going to get it this game. I do think he's going to get a sack for sure.
He's going to get it.
He's not going to get it this game.
Yeah. He's going to get it. You can take that to the bank.
No, you cannot take that to the bank. Take that to the bank, you're going to lose your house.
You can take it to the bank.
No.
What do you know about owning a house?
I know if you bet something like that, you're going to lose it. That's what I know.
That's what you know? Okay. All right, Mr. Monopoly. All right, man. So those are the stories upcoming. So it's December. It's playoff. Everybody's coming with the A game because it's win or go home because you only got a couple of spots on the bubble. Pittsburgh, surprising. I really think, man, that Lamar Jackson might be toast. I'm going to predict this. One of those coaches are getting fired. Harbaugh, John, or Mike Tomlin, one of them will be fired at the end of the year. And I wouldn't be surprised if they both are let go because they both are doing a terrible job. And, man, Lamar Jackson looks like he's 2 steps slower than he's ever been. And his passing ability, man, did you see his stats? He's had 1 touchdown and 4 INTs over the last 2-3 weeks. Man, Lamar has been exposed. And also, you have to say something about that bull crap call. That was a touchdown. What that reminds me of? You probably don't remember Dez Bryant's touchdown.
I don't think that was a touchdown. You're talking about the Cowboys.
Dez Bryant's catch was a touchdown. That likely play, that was a touchdown. However, Likely got to stop showboating. He does that all the time. Hey, man, catch the ball, bring it in here. You don't have to worry about the dude knocking it.
If he would have brought it in here, the defender would have punched it out.
He had 2 steps going on his third step.
Like this,
if he did, he's doing this showboating the ball. He's showboating.
If he has the ball like this and the defender slaps it like that, what's he going to do if he has the ball like this?
He's not. He's not getting his hand in there. That's the point. But that's a touchdown regardless. You get 2 steps. You get 2 steps. You catch the ball, take 2 steps. That's a touchdown.
Exactly.
You
It was
got to make
already
a
a
third
touchdown.
move in the end zone. If you break the plane for the goal line, that's a touchdown.
And you have 2 steps. It's touchdown on the
So he
catch.
had 2
Yeah.
steps, going to make a third step. They got robbed, but they stunk up the place. Regardless, they stunk up the place, and they let Tomlin off the hook for now, and Rodgers off the hook. But both of them are toast.
I mean, yeah, the Ravens were gonna win that game. I still think the Ravens will win the division though.
Man, I don't know now. Lamar Jackson looks old, man.
Yeah, I
Let's
think
let's let, let, let's let's be honest. Got to be honest. I'm a big Lamar Jackson fan, and the window is closed because that hamstring. He is. I mean, how many times you seen somebody run him down from behind? How many times you see him in the open and he can't juke somebody? That is non-existent. And without that, where's his passing game in the pocket? Nowhere. He gets the ability to throw for high percentages because he's so elusive. People don't know if he's coming at him or he's throwing it. So he gets the benefit of throwing people open. You got to remember, Lamar Jackson, his infancy of his beginning of his career, no receiver wanted to play with him because he couldn't pass. But as he developed and people still have to play him for breaking out a big run, he gets the separation that a stand in the pocket passer does not get. But now they're looking at an old treads and a lot of miles on Lamar with this injury. Now there's no threat that he's going to break out, so he's going to be in containment. Would you agree or disagree? Did you see him get caught from behind 2-3 times by people he normally
I
just evades
would
easily?
semi agree with you.
No,
I
man.
think the pocket passing part, I feel like you're not meaning what you fully said. Like you're not trying to call him like horrible at it. It's just like not the best part of his game.
I don't mix my words, young man. He's bad right now, pure and simple. He's bad. He's holding the ball too long, and he thinks that he can still hit that fifth gear like nobody else could, which only he could. He doesn't have it, and maybe
But
that's
also
because.
Rashad Bateman had a touchdown. If he would
Hey,
have just caught the ball,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the simple fact that Lamar Jackson has got tackled from behind. He's not been able to, juke people
well
in the
look,
open. And he's holding the ball like he still can. On the last play of the game, what did he do? He held the ball too long and he got tackled. Did he not? When they still had a chance to win. Yes or no?
held the ball for like
He,
4 seconds and he
that's a
got
long
sacked.
time. That's a long time. You're supposed to get the ball out
It
of your
was a
hand
Hail
within 2 seconds.
Mary.
It wasn't a Hail Mary. The play before that, what did he do? Held the ball. When he could have got the first down, instead of running for the first down, he's holding it, makes a bad throw, which put him in the last 4th and 2, where he got to throw it to the end zone. But hey, man, the reality is he's been exposed because his fundamentals have never been top flight because he had a gear that nobody in the NFL has ever had. Who would ever thought that Josh Allen would be putting up better numbers as a two-way playing quarterback over Lamar Jackson? Would you? Would you have 2 years ago, last year, said, hey, Josh Allen is a better two-way quarterback than Lamar Jackson? Did you see Josh Allen amazingly run for a 40-something yard touchdown, which he shouldn't have? That's Lamar Jackson type stuff.
I mean, he literally did that this week.
Well, that's my point, Jax. I just said last year, what you had said, even the first 2 games, the first game of the season was Lamar Jackson not killing the Buffalo Bills the first game of the season. Yes or no?
So I guess injuries, really. So
Well,
father time.
that's my point. So that hamstring is worse than we thought, and it's exposing him and his inability to make great plays in the pocket while he's still depending on his athleticism. That's what I'm saying to you, Jax. Instead of saying, hey, man, I'm limited with this hamstring, let me throw more precision progression passes than trying to be elusive because I don't have it. I don't think he's remotely close to 100% healthy. So if you're not, you can't be trying to evade runners like you did before. The stats show it. He's been terrible since he's been back. What he has? a total of 2 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, and what win that he's had that the defense hasn't won. He hasn't put up any stats since he's been back. Has he even had a 200-yard game since he's been back? That was the game to win right there. At home, playoff contention. He could have put the Steelers out of their misery at home. Yes or no? He wins that game, Mike Tomlin's getting fired. Agree or disagree?
I don't know.
Last week, did you hear the Pittsburgh Steelers fans booing Mike Tomlin? And nobody thought that they were going to come into Baltimore and beat the Ravens. Nobody. Now, we'll go back and check the tape because you said you did. I'll check the tape. But outside of that, nobody picked the Steelers to beat Baltimore. And did you see how Aaron Rodgers played the week before and the week after that? He looked like he was not wanting to be on the field. He looked old. Right now, if I had a game to win and it was between Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson, I'd have to take Aaron Rodgers. Now, I wouldn't have said that last week or the week before, but Lamar Jackson looks bad, man. He's looking just like Phillip Rivers is going to look when y'all beat him down on the Colts.
Now watch him throw for like 250 yards and 2 touchdowns since you said that.
Yeah, that might happen. It might happen. Y'all might not prepare for old man Rivers, and he might come out and have a renaissance moment and throw up 300 and 3-4 passes. But one thing we always know about Phillip Rivers, he's an interception machine. He throws a lot of interceptions.
Good. Please. Throw like 5 of them.
Right.
So credit is a necessary function of our society to do anything. So you need to be able to have efficient access to credit, which is other people's money.
So if you practice in the pack and you make mistakes, then when you ask your teacher what I do wrong here, she could tell you, and you go and take the test and you won't make those same stupid mistakes. So rehearse, plan, rehearse. And once you plan and once you rehearse, you're going to go out, and the next step is to take that step and take action.
But technically, since you have access to other people's money, wouldn't that put you in debt?
It does. It does put you in debt. But there's a such thing as good debt and bad debt. So, and that was actually a great question.
Hi, my name is Dina from the All Stars Money Program. The All Stars Money Program is a great program. It teaches you about things you wouldn't learn in school. 2 of the things I learned is assets and investments. When I grew up, I wanted to be a business owner, and the program helped me understand like the things I have to go through to like have my business.
Well, hey, man, anything else you want to talk about? Because, we talked about it.
I guess we can make predictions.
Okay, let's do it.
Really both college football and NFL. But I guess we can start with college.
Are the playoff 12 teams playing their first games this week? But yeah, you know what? Let's talk about that. You know, the fans will be upset with us. Man, James Madison, Tulane, top 12 teams? What's your thought about Notre Dame pulling themselves out of the bowl games? Come on, young man, talk to me.
Notre Dame should be in over Bama, Miami.
No, they can't be over Miami. Miami beat them straight up.
They should be higher ranked than Miami.
Well, they were higher ranked than Miami, but Miami beat them straight up. Did you just not talk about the tiebreaker with the Bears and the Lions?
I mean,
so the tiebreaker
has between 3 Miami losses.
And Notre Dame.
Bama lost to Florida State.
I'm not arguing for Alabama. There's no way a team with 3 losses should be in the playoffs.
Exactly. So Notre Dame should be in.
Right. But however, Notre Dame
Straight
over
up. Straight
Miami.
up.
We were talking about Notre Dame over Miami, not Notre Dame over Alabama. But my point is, here's the bad message that Notre Dame and Marcus Freeman is sending to kids like yourself. Oh, let's quit because we don't get our way. One of the top sought after jobs in the whole world, and you're going to teach your players, hey, man, we don't get the things our way. Florida State didn't quit when they should have been in the playoffs last year. They went to the bowl game, did they not? See, Notre Dame is having their pie and eating their cake at the same time because Notre Dame doesn't have to pay a conference. They made $22 million last year. So they're saying, hey, man, you guys are not going to let us in the playoffs. Forget ESPN, forget the bowl, and we're not going to, give you our brand so that you can sell out this stadium for the Pop-Tart Bowl. So we're going to have our players stay at home. But think about this, Jax. You're in your last year. You're busting your butt. You don't want to go to a bowl game as a player and all the festival that the bowl game gives you, the rewards, the swag, the experience, the trip.
Yes, I would want to go to a bowl game.
So how do you justify that? Preventing your team, seniors, from playing their last game, and they practice for the last couple of weeks, expecting to be in the playoffs, and then you just say, hey, you know what? We're not going to a bowl game because we're Notre Dame. We're better than y'all, so we're not going to play a bowl game. That's a loser, man. That is straight loser.
But yeah, I do think so. Pretty sure the playoff bracket is number 1 Indiana, number 2 is OSU, number 3 is Georgia, number 4 is Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Yeah. How about BYU?
Dang,
Don't you
great.
think BYU deserve to be in?
No,
These are
they lost the.
mid-major. These are mid-major teams, man. Tulane, really? James Madison, really?
I know, but they had
They're about to
they
get
once
mollywopped. And you have two teams playing each other for the second time.
who? Oh, Bama and Oklahoma.
Yes.
I mean, that was gonna happen if we beat OSU. That was gonna happen because we would have made it, and then we would have to play them again.
Well, that's not by somebody arbitrarily putting you against them. That's by the schedule. You have to go to the championship game in your conference if you win as the top two teams, right? That happens. Nobody has a problem with that. But when it comes to the selection committee and you're having two teams that play early in the year play against each other again, come on, man. So you're going to have two teams get mollywopped. Tulane's going to get mollywopped. James Madison going to get mollywopped. I thought I was misreading something. I was like, James Madison? What? Tulane? Are you kidding me?
Who does Tulane play? I think they play Ole Miss.
Yeah, they're gonna get mollywopped.
I don't know because
And I think
that
I
Lane
think they
Kiffin.
played Ole Miss already again as well. I think Ole Miss beat the brakes off of them early in the year.
I don't know because Lane Kiffin. They might still
So,
got that in your
so
head.
you have the playoff games coming up this weekend then for the first round without the bye. Which
I don't
one of
know
those
if
games
they're
is going to be
playing.
worth watching? Which game is going to be worth watching?
I say Bama, Oklahoma. That's gonna be good. I say
Isn't the Oklahoma quarterback kind of hurt? No.
no. He's good. He's healthy now.
Okay.
Um, let's see. 11 JMU plays. Wait, I think
They're playing
JM.
Oregon.
Yeah, they play Oregon.
Oregon's playing. That's going to be a mollywop.
Yeah, that's not a game to really watch for real. Tulane, Ole Miss. That's not a game to really watch for real. Wait, so who's 7th?
I have no idea, man. No idea. I mean, this 12 playoff structure, bad for
Oh,
football.
Texas A&M. Who does Texas A&M play? Oh, I think Texas A&M plays Miami. That's gonna be a good game to watch.
I don't know, man. I think Texas A&M wins that game without a problem.
No,
Without a
not without
problem.
a problem.
Yeah, Miami, they struggled down the stretch, buddy. They struggled down the stretch. They will be one and done. So now that we know what one and done means, they will be one and done. Okay. So I say the first round of the whatever it's called now. What is it called? The CFS? What is
CFP.
it?
CFP.
CFB? It's not worth watching, man. It's not worth watching. I'll be out of the country anyway, so I'll
Hey,
be enjoying myself on a business trip, taking care, real business, and not if I coulda, shoulda, wouldas, and people getting stuff that they don't deserve. So, what are the games to watch upcoming for the NFL? And is there anything going on in the non NBA? Aren't they playing for that fictitious cup, the NBA Cup? Ah,
let's see what games are Chiefs, Chargers, Bills, Pats,
okay. Bills
Lions.
Pats. Bills
Yes,
Pats is in New England, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Lions,
that's
Rams,
a good game.
Packers, Broncos in Denver.
You know what? Packers, because Denver is not for real, man. Their offense is so pedestrian. Denver, this kind of reminds me, what team was that won a whole bunch of games a couple of years ago and was one and done after they had an easy schedule? I don't know how Denver keeps winning, to be honest with you, because they're not putting up any offense at all. And Bo Nix looks like the sophomore slump is real. But they've won 10 in a row. It's crazy. It's crazy. People are going
Once
to be
again,
disappointed when they get to the playoffs and they're going to be one and done.
once again, just like the Texans, you don't need a good offense to be successful because the Broncos defense is top 3 in the league.
Yeah. But you got to better put up some, 2-minute drives when the game's on the line. I don't see that
I mean,
in Bo
no,
Nix.
no. Whenever the Broncos, I remember they were on like a 4 game winning field goal streak.
They got a lot of breaks like Kansas City last year where people chucked field goals, blocks at the last minute. There were miracles, all of that stuff. So I'm not going to put too much stock into the Denver Broncos. I think New England is a much more solid team
You want to talk
overall.
about easy schedule? The Patriots have the easiest in the league, and it's not even close.
Okay, well, hey, they beat Buffalo pretty convincingly last time they played them. Would you agree?
Yeah,
In,
and we'll
in
see.
Buffalo.
We'll see this week. We'll
Well,
see
hey
this week.
man,
They also beat Tampa Bay and Tampa. That was when
yeah,
they were
hey
starting to
man,
fall down.
road victories count. A lot of the victories that Josh Allen has that have been come from behind have been at home. He's got his butt waxed on the road. Did he not? Got waxed. So I'm not putting stock in them. I'm going to take the Pats this weekend. And what other? There's another pivotal game coming up this weekend. Isn't there another playoff contention game? Win or go home.
I guess Dolphins Steelers
Yeah.
lose loser of that is basically out.
Well, I mean, Dolphins are out, but the Dolphins have won like 4 in a row though, and I think Steelers are going to have a problem in that secondary. Is that is
Dolphins are
that in
not
is
out.
that in is that in Miami? There's no way Dolphins. They might be statistically they might still be in, but dude, they have 7 losses.
No, that's in Pittsburgh. But look, they can go 10-7
They're
because they
they're they're
can
not.
pass the Chiefs.
They're not running
And
the
they can
table.
pass the Colts.
What's the Dolphins' remainder schedule? What's their last 4 games?
Let's see who the
They're
Dolphins
not
play for
running
the
the table,
last.
brother.
They play the Bengals, Steelers, Bucks, Patriots. Nope.
No, man. They'll beat the
They
Steelers.
could lose all of their games for the rest of
Nah,
the
they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose 3 out of 4 because they'll beat the Steelers. Because the Steelers gonna have a problem with their secondary. That's a fact. And when they get on the roll, they put up points. So unless
Speaking of
it's
Steelers and secondary, DK Metcalf, the former Seahawk, looking like him Seahawk self against the Ravens.
yeah, he
He
did.
was absolutely smoking them.
But guess what? Has DK been consistent this year? Has
I
Aaron
mean,
Rodgers been consistent this
he
year?
had the most targets he had all season,
Sure,
and he only had 8.
sure.
He had 7 catches,
Well,
like 142 yards and a touchdown.
yeah. I mean, he had like a opening play, like a 50-something yard touchdown or something. It was. So,
No, he had like a 57-yard bomb first play of the
yeah,
game, first off the play for the Steelers.
yeah. So I mean, if you take away that play, did he really put up a lot of yards?
Yes, he would have still had like 90 yards.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, man, with that said, we know what games not to watch this weekend, and we know which ones to watch. And obviously, nothing really happening in the NBA at this point in time. And college basketball is just getting started, which is probably something that you're getting excited about, college basketball. But hey, man,
Like
how about
Michigan.
OKC? OKC, have they lost but
Okay.
just one game this year? Or did they lose
Yep.
again recently?
They're under they're
They're quiet.
I think
They're quietly putting up some huge numbers. They're like 23-1.
quietly.
23-1. Like I said, I don't watch the NBA during the regular season because it's not worth my time. But I do pay attention by checking the stats. So I do know. Last time I looked, they were like 22 or 23-1, and they were, easily putting away teams as well. So we'll see what happens with that in the fictional NBA Cup, which is a joke in of itself. But yeah, shout out to the Michigan Wolverines basketball team. They've been taking care of business.
Look, we beat Gonzaga by like 40.
Wow.
Gonzaga beat Kentucky by like 50.
Wow.
That lets you know how good of a team we are. And we also beat Auburn by 50 as well.
Really?
Yes, that lets you know how good of a team we are.
Okay. Well, that new guy is really putting the work in. It's too bad that Juwan Howard couldn't get the same results. So, hey guys, you're watching Dropping Dimes with DJ, Dropping Dimes and Stats with DJ and Jax. And this is a December to remember. So, hey, enjoy the show. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and continue to support the platform with the amazing Jax leading us in the stats. He may sometimes be a homer, but that's okay, because when I was 12 years old, I was a homer too. I had my favorite teams that I was a diehard, so nothing wrong with that. So we'll give him a pass on that, and we'll catch us next week back, and we'll give our predictions for the bowl championship. So we'll see you guys next time, and have a great weekend coming up, because I'll be in the sunshine of the DR. How about you, my friend Jax?
I will be watching the Seahawks kill Phillip Rivers.
All right, big guy. I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.
It's really like living as an American on the poorest continent in the world, or so they say. In June 2024, I relocated to Zanzibar, Tanzania in Africa to a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom condo that overlooks the Indian Ocean and has amazing rooftop views. The amenities included in my property are 2 on-site restaurants, a community pool, a shared co-working space and library, and a master plan plaza that has a gym, a healthcare facility, a grocery store, restaurants, a concierge service, and so much more. Included in my monthly expenses are my rent, all utilities, including internet and food, and I pay a whopping $800 USD. So if you want to experience financial freedom and a peace of mind, then like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more tips on how to relocate to this hidden paradise for less. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
We're blowing out everything. We're going to give you a master training, 3-hour course, 2 consultations. We're going to teach you how to build credit up to $100,000 interest-free for 18 months. Pay off your home in 7 to 10 years. And most importantly, create $8,333 a month. Passive income, it's a $997